Right, hey folks, so we're back for part 2. This is making progressive overload work. And today I want to give you 4 more tips on how to make progressive overload work for you. Hopefully you guys should all know by now that getting stronger with good form and medium to high rep ranges over time is the key to growth. Now, all the little quibbly details about how you do that, that's what separates every YouTube channel from each other. And that's what everyone argues about. But the reality is, it's pretty simple, straightforward. However, a lot of people still get that wrong. So I want to give you guys some help today. And also, I'm going to give you guys a task to do, a very practical task, which is part of the first tip. But before that, do drop a comment for the algorithm, push this video out. You got, by the way, can I just say, you guys have been amazing recently with the comments and all that stuff. So thank you so much. It really helps a lot. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. And if you are interested in coaching, there's a link in the description. So first thing, and I know I'm going to get some pushback on this one, right? I know I am. But the first one is record your sets. I get it. We live in the age of everyone's got a camera in the gym. I get the pushback, right? I totally get it. People are spending too much time on the mobile phones. I get the attitude, right? But just hear me out, yeah? By recording your sets, it allows you to watch not only your form, but I would argue more importantly, your intensity and your intent, your focus, like what are you doing? So I've got a task for you guys, okay? Pretty much everyone has a mobile phone. Some people are a bit more into it and they have cameras as well, but just a mobile phone will do. I still record most of my sets on a mobile phone. What I want you to do is, I want you to record 3 of your best working sets. And what I want you to do is, at the time of recording, I want you to rate those sets. And I don't care how you rate them. If you want to rate them using RAR, RPE, whatever, but just rate them however you like to rate them. You could just rate them out of 10. You could rate it with a thumbs up or a thumb down, whatever. You could rate it with a description like, that was pretty hard, but I could have gone harder. Rate those sets in the gym and then watch the video back and compare. You know, I don't even mind if you guys send me the videos on Instagram. Send me 1, otherwise it'll be too many. I'll get overloaded. Send me 1. Send me the video. Send me how you rated yourself. And again, whatever rating scale you want to use. And I'll give you my counter opinion. Okay, I might agree with you. I might not agree with you. But either way, I want to help you guys. So it's an activity in objectivity. Yeah, an activity in objectivity. It allows you to see what your form and intensity look like. You got to bear in mind, every top team, every top player will play back their performance. I still film most of my sets just for this reason. Not for form for me, mostly just for intensity and intent. I want to see if my impression of a hard set is what it should look like. Now, so what you're looking for is whether it matches up with your analysis. Now, how can you tell whether sets are hard? Because you might look at the set and go, oh, yeah, it looks okay, but what are we looking for? So I think probably the best thing to look for is bar slowdown. In my experience, anywhere from the last 3 to 5 reps will slow down. And that's got nothing to do with whether you're a fast twitch or slow twitch. I know some people have made the case that fast twitch athletes will just fail. That's just not true. And all you need to do is look at the IPF World Championships. Fazlifts athletes grind out 1 rep maxes just like everyone else. So what I would say is look for rep slowdown. The last something like 3 to 5 reps should show significant slowdown, and that's how you know you're approaching failure. How you make noise, none of that is in any way related to performance. And I completely ignore it. People's facial expressions and noises they make when they're doing sets, and I'm evaluating those sets, I ignore it. It means nothing to me. What I'm looking for is intent. Also, what is your willingness to fail? Like some people, as soon as they reach a sticking point, that's it, they're done. That always leaves a bad taste in my mouth. If you really wanted the rep, why didn't you fight it? I really don't like it when people do that. Maybe that's just a personal preference, but I am a little bit biased. I like people to fail. So yeah, I'm looking for that intensity. So as I say, I'm not looking for you to fight against the static, but I'm looking for intent. So that's how you can tell if your sets are actually hard or not. So that's my task to you guys. Record 3 of your best working sets, review them yourself, give them a rating at the gym, then give them a rating afterwards when you watch the videos back. Don't sit and watch your videos at the gym. You've got work to do. And then if you want, you can send me one video via Instagram with your own rating. Second thing is something that I do for all my training sessions is a bit of preparation. Okay. See, lots of people have got busy jobs. Yeah. I've got a busy job. There's lots of things for me to do in the business. I'm writing a new book. I have my clients to take care of. I have social media to do, advertising, like just there's a lot. Don't worry. I love it. But what happens is with people is they'll get to the gym totally unprepared. Like I've got a friend of mine who I train with every now and again. He gets to the gym and it's like he's lost. He's got no idea where he is, what he's doing. His head is still in his work. And it's just a bit of a nightmare. I've had to verbally give him a slap in the head and say, look, what the hell are you doing? So what I do is I just take a few minutes to map out what I can realistically achieve on that day based on my food intake, my hydration, how I'm feeling, my sleep, all that kind of stuff. For you guys who drive to the gym, you could park in the car park and literally do it for 3 to 5 minutes before you step inside the gym. Just take your log. Like I keep my log on my phone. So I will log my sets and I will plan out a rough plan of what I'm doing of the day. So for example, I'm training this afternoon at 2 o'clock. I have a plan mapped out already, not just the exercises, but also the sets, reps, and roughly the weight. I know exactly what I'm doing in the gym. I will go, I will warm up, I will start my first exercise. I know exactly what I'm shooting for. Now, that doesn't mean I have to stick to those weights. If something feels off or if I feel extra strong, it can change, but I have a plan and I'm mentally in tune with what I'm doing. A short bit of preparation, just getting you in the right mindset really helps. Maybe some of you guys need to get a bit more hyped up. Maybe you need to play some like Metallica or whatever, right? Whatever you need to do, go for it. Just do your pre-workout hype routine, yeah? And then get in your gym. You could literally just look through your sets and reps and exercises for the day while listening to some hype music while taking your pre-workout. Simple. But I find that extra 3 to 5 minutes really helps. And if it's not something you currently do, try it. Yeah, just let me know how it works for you. Come back to this video next week and let me know. Third thing that I do is I'm always very consistent with water and food. You guys have seen me do diet videos before where I show you how I plan a day of eating with relatively regular intervals throughout, high water intake, high electrolyte intake. All of that just helps me so much. It just takes away the stress. Because listen, you're going to have to think about it at some point. So you're either going to think about it at the gym, or in the case of food, when you're hungry, or you can plan it before. And if you plan it before, you don't have that panic feeling of, what am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. A bit of pre-planning saves you time, saves you stress. Planning allows me to be a lot more chill. I would hate to leave everything till the last minute when it comes to my food, my water, my training. Makes no sense to me. So that's the third tip. Be consistent with your food and water, and all that takes is a bit of pre-planning. Finally, the last tip in this series is this. Intuitively know if it's not there on that day. Now, as much as I say about training hard, progressive overload, you got to also bear in mind, I've been training for 25 years. I'm 43 this year. There are going to be days where things don't feel good. I released a video a couple of months back about intuitive training. Know when it's not there on the day. Know when you've got some aches and pains. Work around it. Immediately adjust. Now, it could be because you've been busy, you're stressed, you're dehydrated, but sometimes it could just be random happenings. Don't be afraid to veer off your plan. Keep lifting, of course. Very rarely are you going to want to just go home, but don't be afraid to just change exercises on the fly. Train around an injury. There's always next session. Like, for example, let's say you've got a big incline chest press session to do next session. You go in, you get a pain in your upper chest, and you are hyped. You've had your pre-workout, you've listened to your hard style, you are hyped to get it. You go, I'll just push through it. Why risk it? You might be okay. You might not. You might be out for 4 months if you pull something. If you skip the session, let's say you just do some cable crossovers or whatever, you'll be just as fresh the next session. You'll go in, you'll probably hit a PR. So there's always tomorrow. Yeah, just know when to shut it down. There's a balance. There's a balance, yeah? So those are my 8 tips on how to make progressive overload work and my little challenge for you at the beginning. So I'm going to call it there. Have a great weekend, guys. And thank you for the continued support. Take care.